Reading for me has always been like my escape from reality. I grew up as an only child, and reading was something that I would always do as a means of entertainment, to stave off boredom. And it gradually became more than that. It became something that meant I was learning about other lives, other experiences, and it kind of broadened my horizons and made me want to find out more. The book that I'm going to talk about today, which is one of my favourite books of all time, was originally written in Spanish. It's called The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. Set in Barcelona. A young boy is taken by his father to the Cemetery of Forgotten Books in Barcelona, which is actually a secret library where a single copy of every single book gets taken. And at 11 years old, the tradition in his family is that he gets taken to this library and he is allowed to choose any book that he wants to keep. And there's a kind of an element of magical realism, which is quite typical in a lot of Spanish literature, where it feels like there's an almost supernatural pull towards a particular book, and he pulls this book out, and that sparks a chain of events. He wants to find out the origins of this book. He wants to find out about the writer and what inspired the story in the first place. And the story within the story begins when he then reads that story to a girl that has gone blind. So he goes and reads that story. So the two stories running alongside, it's the story of the little boy himself, and it's the original story that he's taken out of the library. Now, apart from the magical realism element, the fact that there might be something supernatural going on, there's a lot of Gothic influence in the book as well. So it starts in the 1940s, that's when the boy is taken to the library, but then the story he's reading about was set a few decades before that. So we've got a couple of different timelines running through it. There's romance, there's mystery, there's murder, there's threat, there's all kinds of danger. There's young people, there's the older generation worrying about the younger people. There's loads of action, there's fantastic characters, and when I do meet people who have read it, they collectively, every single one of them has said, "Oh, I love that book." So everyone I know who's read it absolutely loves it. So everybody should read this book because it is brilliant.